Today this video I will teach you how to use a veroboard. Basically, a veroboard circuit board like a PCB or breadboard are boards which is used to create an electronic circuit. But here's the difference. Because if you are like a prototyping like a small circuit, if you take PCBs, a printed circuit board is used for bigger project. For example, you design online circuit in online software, then you can sell a PCB where your GLC PCB website, it can send you PCBs, printed circuit boards. So you can use this project. The problem is that if you are prototyping, so you may know your project are worth or not. So you can spend too much cost buying boards or effort to create a systematic in online software. So that's why easy way to use a breadboard for prototyping and a small prototyping use a permanently stored by veroboard. Veroboard is come for two types. One is dot one and one is line one. And this veroboard also known as protoboard and also known as for the proof board. Now see how it's utilized. This is a veroboard. So you can see there are bus bar one. So there are two variants. One variant is dot one, and this is a bus bar one. Meaning dot one you can just put the component in and solder by electrical wires. So that's why it is too messy. So it is a less amount of components and large amount of wires laying around. So that's why another option is use this board which is consume less of wires. So it is a small little board. You can use any project. It is very cheap, about 50 rupees or 100 rupees. You can get a full pad which is 5 or 6 veroboards. You just need to do put a pad of veroboard and break it out on required line. Now let's out what first. There are dot matrix and row, 18 dots in column, and there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 rows. So which meaning 18 bus bar. So every bus bar have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 holes in every bus bar. So what we do, if you can use a small circuit, then you can use each bus bar for each component. But if you have a bigger circuit, that's mean more bus bars. So you can touch a bus bar in required way and use it. For example, if you place IC like that long wise, that's why IC has one bus bar and top side is covered one bus bar. That means all top IC pins shorted together and bottom pin also shorted together. So that's why it is not a good idea. So you can place vertically. IC not place horizontally, only place vertically. So that stays IC first pin number 1 is downside and pin number 2 upside. That stays only two pins only two pins are shorted. Bottom one of bottom pin and one top pin is short together. Every one bottom and top. Then you can cut with the middle point of bus bars with a paper cutter to make a bottom side and a top side is separated to each other. So that stays. Just for example, I have a IC. In your case maybe IC is different, but both ICs using principle same. If you place IC like that way, like that, let me insert IC carefully. Now you can see these bus bars, four these LEDs are shorting in one bus bar, and top LED, 4 LED of IC is short of other bus bar. That case, this IC is fully short circuited. So that's why this is not good idea. So when you use IC in veroboard, you can place IC like that, just there. Now it's facing is left side. Then you can see each bus bar has 2 LEDs of IC. Bottom side and one top side, and one bottom side and one top side. One bottom side and one top and one bottom. That's it. Only each section 2 pins are shorted together. One top and one bottom, and other top and other bottom, and other top and other bottom, etc. Then you will need a paper cutter to touch the tracks on between these IC pins, so between center in these pins. That stays this bottom 4 bus bar is separate to a top 4 bus bar or more. That stays this stays is not shorting your IC LEDs. This way is used, and that's why this veroboard is only single time use. Meaning if you made a circuit and next time you need a veroboard, you cannot use a same veroboard you can use a previous video. That's just you can throw away a previous veroboard and buy new veroboard. This is a problem. If you have dot veroboard, that is very good, so you can desolder everything and clean dots. So this test there are no tracks. You cannot touch in anything. Just plug the electrical wires point to point and solder it. And same fundamental board, but this test of breadboard is solderless because they are made for people which is not expert or it is just for experimenting purpose. So if you make a just experiment project, you know whether it work or not work. You can, if you use a veroboard, that's it, or PCB, you can also waste cost as well as effort. So always use prototyping with breadboard. If you need some sort of experiment is successful, then you can use a veroboard or PCB to make your project permanently. Now those are project. Let's start with one circuit. So it is a relay, one channel relay driver circuit. So this is a circuit. So what is a relay channel driver? Because this is a small little relay, you can control 220 volt plans for your Arduino or home systems. So that's why you can need this thing. If you purchase this thing in shop, then it costs somewhere 150 or one channel. So but in reality, if you made this, it is consumed 90 rupees for each one channel you can make at home. Now in the required material, you can need a 5 volt relay. In my case, I don't have 5 volt relay, so I use a 12 volt relay. Any NPN transistor you can need, but my case D82 NPN transistor. Output after PC817 300 ohm resistor. In my case, I am used to 150 ohm 2 resistors in series to make a 300 ohm resistor. A green LED and or any other LED and one 10 kilo ohm resistor. This resistor is variable. If you use 5 volt relay, that case you can use 1 kilo ohm resistor, or other case you can use 10 kilo ohm in 12 volt version. Let's build the circuit in veroboard. First, my relay pin is not correct because I purchased a veroboard in other shop and relay purchase other shop, so that's why this is a very common problem. This can not easily fit, so that's why I already made some pins set up so it's easily do. So just place a relay on one side carefully. First, all relays place only one terminal, not a center, because later you can, if you need to touch extra board, you can touch himself. So you can see I attach a relay, but the problem is that relay is separate shop purchase and veroboard is purchased at different shop, so that's why sometimes it's not fit easily. So that's why I try to make much effort to fix it. But right now, one you can see this pin is out, which is the common pin is not fixed because there are no holes. So there are 2 holes in center of this pin. So I separately attach one wire into it, and then we can solder this wire in top side of this one of the relay pin. Now place those further. This is a D82 transistor. This transistor is, if you see, there are some little white stuff on it. Standard NPN. You can use any low voltage NPN should work. So there are pin number 1 is ammeter collector base. So we need to connect a collector into the relay pin. So relay, just you can see, it's a relay coil pin, which is those positive of the input one supply, and this is a normally open close point, which is the high voltage side. So that's why these 2 points are in one bus bar. So that's why I need to touch a bus bar because because this case, if it is high voltage side, and this is a low voltage side, so that's why high voltage or low voltage side is saturation by cutting cracks. You may see on my previous videos a galvanic isolation in chargers, same fundamental I'm using there to cut some cracks, so high voltage shall not go input. Now place this transistor, so if right now we can place there, so this way there are bus bar number 1 is attached to relay working. Bus second bus bar and third bus bar is open, and fourth bus bar I attach common pin. Right now which is flying, pin is flying right now. And pin number 6, 7 is empty, and 8 is the other pin of the relay. So I attach the transistor 8 pin collector pin to the 8 bus bar, which is the relay coil point, and 7 bus bar which is right now open, which I can as I use as a base. So always you buy a new transistor